00 on like the shoulder, and I'm thinking to myself, holy fuck, class of 2000, what kind of child are you? Like, your ass wasn't even born.
I forgot about Newt, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Wow.
That's fucked up, man.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying
That
fuck
makes me
Newt for
so
you. Oh my
sad.
god.
Newt, I didn't forget about you.
And Coffee says lapsed in 30 years old. Listen, we've had.
By the way, the stream is on. Like, this is live, so let's get on with the meeting.
Okay, my bad.
Okay. Okay, it'll go on for another hour and we'll be all late. Okay.
Kinjira will die.
Right. All right, so... oh, you did just post my link. Thank you. So that's the stream right there. You definitely won't need that tonight because we will be showcasing multiple things of content. Right now it's just on Discord, but eventually it'll be switched over to Rust and we'll showcase some stuff. So I'm going to jump around in my notes a little bit and be kind of off the order that they're in. Because the first thing I want to mention is that we are going to be taking player volunteers tonight. The content we're going to be showcasing is extremely in-game content, and we're going to need some help so we don't get slaughtered. So what I instructed the admins to do is while I'm going through the meeting here, they can keep an eye on the chat right here and try to get people flagged for access to the test server. They can try to get you to go ahead and get in the test server, get to town or whatever. That way everything's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that way we go to showcase this, we don't have to wait and try to wrangle up cats. We can just go. So anybody that's interested in being one of the volunteers for tonight's content, just talk with the admins in that little side chat room there. By the way, if people don't know, there's a little chat bubble you can click on the server meeting channel. That's where all the text chat is going. The admins are going to need to know your exact in-game name for you to do that. It actually makes life easier if you're already on one of our servers, because then they can just see you and click your name and flag you instantly instead of having to go search for you. So if you're already on a server, let them know what your in-game name is and what server you're on. If you're not on a server, you need to let them know exactly what your in-game name is. So they can handle that while we go through the meeting. The first topic. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around here on these topics. The first one I'm going to hit is I recoded the quest plugin with a new command that allows us to force progress on a quest. So with that said, I can only think of maybe 2 situations in the last couple years where I would have actually run that command. Again, we know some quests don't work. That's just the way it is. I mean, when I say don't work sometimes. That's been in our known issues webpage for a long time now. Sometimes they just don't go through. That's just the way quests are. Sometimes they don't track, whatever. It's a shitty plugin, but it's the best one out there. If you have proof, just like, the big flashing red lights in our support channel say that you have to have proof. If you have proof that, hey, I can show you a video clip that I absolutely, had the quest open and I was the first person to loot a container, like say you killed a horde zombie. That way we know you were the first person to loot it because we can see it happening. I killed a horde zombie and I went to loot him and the stone didn't count, but you can see clearly in my video that I've already had the quest and I looted it, blah, blah, blah. You can see me kill the zombie, so I'm the one that killed it. Then maybe we'll run that command and force the progress on your quest for you. All in all, you have to have a video, and you have to have a video of the whole thing. Like, we have a lot of people that put in tickets like, look, I got a screenshot. And it's like their screenshot is just like them looking in a box at an infinity, or in a zombie horde body at an infinity stone or something. It's like, that's not proof at all, because some other player could have opened that corpse first and it was their kill, and then they called you over like, hey, there's a stone here, come get it so you can complete your quest. That's not how the quests work. We purposely coded the quest so that the minute you open a loot container, which includes corpses, the minute you open a loot container, that item is now flagged as dirty, meaning nobody else can get credit for that item now. Once you looked at it and saw it, it is too late. It's either yours or it's nobody's. So, we have to see the whole thing in the video. We can't just have a screenshot of you looking at a bottle of bleach in a brown box and telling us like, oh, force my quest through, it didn't work. Like, no, that's not how that works, because if somebody else tried to loot it before you, it's dirty. So, giggity. Anyway, but that command is now a thing. That's been on my to-do list for like 2 years, and I finally coded that into the plugin that we can force a quest to go through. So I'm gonna delete these as I go so that I don't get confused because I'm jumping around. Chappie, do you want that topic at the bottom there?
Yeah, I could do that one now.
All right, I'll probably interrupt you 3 times, but go ahead.
Whatever. It's just pretty much as much as I love everybody here, it's like we can't bend the rules for some people and not, the rest. It just wouldn't be fair. If stuff happens and you die in some way, it just happens. That's what happens in any game. Rust, whatever. It's part of Rust at its core. And if you don't finish whatever you're doing, and if it's a raid, monument, whatever it may be, unfortunately it's not our fault. And we've told lots and lots of people no for, whatever reasons and all of that kind of things, that they've made tickets for. I'm sure you guys can picture all that kind of stuff. And in the end, player biased, it can poison a server. Like, I gotta treat, as much as I love all of you, I gotta treat all of you at its core equally. I can't, give people items and do this and do that. I gotta, if I did that for one person, I had to do it for the rest. And that kind of stuff can rip a server apart. And that's not what we'd want to see. So we gotta walk a fine line between, equal treatment and getting involved with, other issues.
Yep. Good point.
Unless you
Basically-
got cash.
Yeah, unless you got cash. No. Good point though. Yeah, it's yeah, we get a lot of people like, come on, you guys know me. You've known me for 5 years. I wouldn't fucking lie to you. Just fucking, blah, blah, blah. I know you can click this, or I know you can do, like, no. The point being is, yes, we do like you, and yes, we do know you, and yes, we do trust you. But the point is if we do it for you, we got to do it for everybody, and that's when the abuse starts happening. I swear to God, come on, guys, it's me. I'm your top fucking voter. I've been here. I got 2,000 hours. Just, respawn my M2 for me. It fell into the map. Like, if we do it for you without proof, then we got to do it for everybody without proof. And then all the shady people are going to come in here and start, come on, me too. Spawn one for me. You did it for him. Why won't you do it for me? So we get tickets all the time.
We don't even do that for admins.
And we don't even do admins. Dude, there was one time we were playing, when I was playing that wipe one time on Terminus. And I had just come back with a full run. I mean, everything was full. I was so stuffed full with loot. And I forgot that my number pad 8 is my strip key because, I don't play. So I actually have that hotkeyed. And I went to type a price on something in the shop and I hit the 8 and it stripped everything, deleted my entire fucking inventory. And the admin team made me fucking show a video, dude. And I own the fucking server. They made me show a video to get my shit back.
No favoritism, dude.
No, it is. That's what I'm trying to say. But the point is, and I know what sparked this note was we get these every day. I don't know why I say the other day. We have these tickets all the time where people are so mad that we won't just bend the rules for them this one time and spawn stuff in or reset my cooldowns or give me another heli signal or spawn me a raid, the server restarted, like all that kind of stuff. We can't do that for you. As much as we like you and we want to keep you and we want to be nice to you, we can't do that for you. That's admin cheating. And if we did it for you, we would have to do it for everybody. I feel like I've said this speech literally every month for fucking 7 years now. So there it is again.
Definitely have.
There it is again. So just keep that in mind, please. It's not personal. We cannot show bias. That's how you poison a server and destroy a server. All right, moving on.
It literally will not let me log into Steam or test one right now.
Yes, the ban worked.
Really?
Good.
Oh.
No, I reloaded Rust and
move-
I get
I
nothing
gotta-
but Steam off.
I got to move on to the next note here so we can get on with this. Yeah, and if you are a tester, you can go ahead and start loading into test one, though. I'm going to load it up myself. Next note. Sorry, I'm bouncing around here trying to figure out. I want to save some of these for last. Okay, yeah, I'll hit this one. So, stats. Stats are going to start lasting for 6 months. So we're going to wipe stats biannually now instead of every month. This was discussed extensively in the town hall channel. Players gave lots of input in the Rust chat channel too while we were discussing it. So stats are going to persist. I actually was voting forever, and then some people said they wanted annual, and then other people brought us back down to biannual. I still prefer actually longer than that, but we'll see how it goes. If people want longer, we can always change it down the road. But I get the biannual part too, though. You know, if someone got so far ahead of everybody else, it was no fun. Or if some kind of glitch happened where, you know, something got wiped or some stat didn't get tracked, then people would be less pissed because like, well, whatever, they're gonna wipe in a couple months or, you know, whatever. So I'm cool with that too. The reason we're doing this though is just, you know, we kind of, ever since we left RP like 2 or 3 years ago, we haven't really had any kind of like persistent thing that people can strive for, and people like that kind of shit. And we figured with stats, instead of striving for the biggest RP number, which is dumb because you can't even do nothing with it, and nobody else could even see how much RP you had. So, but people loved farming as much RP as they could just to get that number higher. So we figure with stats, it's a lot cooler because A, you have leaderboards where people can see, you know, what you've accomplished. B, is you have so many different ways you can do it. Like it's not just one number. With RP, it was just one thing. With stats, you can go for the overall score. You can go for the most zombie kills. You can go for the, you know, most berries picked, whatever the hell you want to go for, you can achieve that top stat. So it really gives people a lot of stuff to aim for. And on top of that, we have all those custom titles. You know, we've got over 100 titles now that you can earn from getting the top stat in something. So it's just a lot of things for people to strive for and a lot of things for people to farm for. Yeah, the thing on the website with everybody's RP is still there. So the stats are going to wipe biannually right now. We're going to leave them going. The bad news is they're going to have to wipe this force wipe. We've added new stats. We've added all kinds of stuff. We've done all kinds of tweaking to it and added more stuff to it. And to convert it over to this change, there were 31 updates to the stats plugin. And then our stats plugin is probably about 50% customized. So I had to update the stats plugin 31 times and then redo all our customizations, which normally redoing your customizations isn't that bad because you can compare the updated file to your file and you can see, okay, boom, boom, boom. Those are the things I did. Let me go ahead and copy those over because you can see them because they're so different, right? Well, with 31 updates and then trying to, yes? Oh, with 31 updates.
Yeah,
with 31 updates and then trying to do our customizations, there were so many updates. I couldn't even tell what was updates and what was my customizations. It was a bitch. So it was a lot of damn work. But it's going to require us to wipe them just because the database, the layout of the database has changed. So it won't be compatible. So we do have to wipe them. But after that, they're going to last all the way till January force wipe. We're hoping. Again, also, by the way, just so it's officially set out there, you never know. Things could go wrong. Something could break. You know, our database could get corrupted. You never know. They could wipe at some point accidentally. It's not on purpose. Y'all just bear with us. In all the years of RP never wiping, I don't think we ever had anything like that happen. I just want to kind of preface that out there that you never know. Data could get corrupted, so don't scream at me. But it is my intention to make them last from January force wipe till July force wipe, back to January force wipe again. Sorry, I'm reading my note here. Oh, yeah, I wrote this note. I think we explore a lot of our competition. You know, you have to. Any smart business, right? You check out your competition, see what's going on. And this is gonna sound cocky as shit, like really cocky when I say this, but I'm sure any veteran player here would agree, and so would the admin team. Is like with the support you guys get from us and the way we listen to our players and constantly taking feedback from the players and working with the players on things, planning events for the players and, you know, the big Zerg, the castle thing we did a couple weeks ago, all that kind of stuff. Like, you're not going to find that on any other PvE server out there. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. You're just not going to find that level of support. I remember the other night we had a ticket come in and like literally just like fixed a plugin, changed the code and got it back online and fixed within 75 seconds of this person putting a ticket in, you know, and like, you can't get that kind of service on any Rust server. You're not going to get that anywhere. You know, even on some of the sites where we buy some of the plugins or maps from, I could put a ticket in and wait fucking 3 weeks. And I paid them money for a service and I'm still not getting it. Like, you guys can play here for free and we give you round the clock support for nothing. And I'm not trying to, this isn't like, ooh, look at us, we're special. This is just to let y'all know, like, there's been there's an oversaturation right now of PvE servers on the market. So people are always trying different stuff. Oh, I'm gonna go try this server. I'm gonna go try that server. I'm telling you right now, come on back home because you ain't gonna find support like that anywhere else. Period. Absolutely not. So I don't know why I felt like saying that. It was just one of my notes I wanted to say. Let me delete these ones that I already did. We're narrowing it down, by the way. We only got 2 left. Okay. So of the 2 left, One of them is something I want to show you in game, so I'll save that to last. That way we can start bridging our way to the demo stuff. So the other one, I gotta look at the channel before I even say this. Let's see who's down here. Not a lot of people today, thank God. I'm looking for specific names. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Terminus. We got to discuss Terminus. I don't know if any players are in here that play on Terminus. Terminus is my baby. Terminus is absolutely my baby. That's my favorite game mode. It's the only way I can enjoy Rust, and it has been for many, many years. Unfortunately, what Facepunch is doing now with the DLC and the skins, Terminus is getting destroyed. It is absolutely getting destroyed. So, I don't even know what else to say about it. Basically, the problem is this. The Terminus loot tables are completely custom from head to toe. And I mean, you have to understand, when you think about loot tables, there's about 57 different NPC types. You have to do a complete loot table for all 57 NPCs. And when I say a complete loot table, I mean every NPC, every item in the game, how many of the item, how rare the item is percentage-wise, any attachments with the item, any inclusions with the item, any skins with the item. It goes on and on and on, right? You have to do that for every item in the game. And by the way, there's like 1,000 items in the game. And then you have to do that for like 57 different NPC types. And then you got to go do it for all the loot container types too. There's probably 200 loot container types in the game. So we're talking, 200 or 300 objects that I have to go through and configure over 1,000 things per object. So do that math and multiply, we'll round it down just to be less exaggerative. Take 200 times 1,000, and that's how many things I would have to reconfigure to make to do the loot tables for Terminus. It took me years to get Terminus configured the way it's configured and get the loot tables the way they're configured. It took me years. Even other admins helping me too. I don't remember who, but I remember definitely, might have been Bad Idea or somebody, but we had other admins helping and everything. It took years to get it to where it's at. The problem being is this, with what Facepunch is doing tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on ForceWipe, no server can give any player any item that has ever been DLC, has ever been traded on the marketplace, or any skin that fits those things too, that's ever been approved on the marketplace, any of that stuff, right? So we're talking like I think last time I have a plugin that I wrote that scans all the definitions for this stuff. There's 5,085 items and DLC skins that we are not allowed to let players touch anymore, unless they own them outright and can just craft them themselves. Well, there's two problems to that. Number one, half the items in Rust are DLC. I don't know if you guys realize that. Half the fucking items are DLC in Rust. When we've been going through this for weeks now, trying to get all our plugins brought into compliance with this new stupid rule that Facepunch put out. They'll shut us down if we don't fix it. But as we were going through it, we're like, what the fuck? That's DLC too? Holy shit. Like you would shit yourself if you knew how many items are DLC. It's literally half the fucking game is DLC. All the fireworks, all the musical instruments, just like half the clothing, everything's DLC now. It's insane. So half the items can never be obtained now in Terminus. And B, the problem with that, because you can't craft on Terminus. For those who don't know, you can't craft there. That's the problem. The only way you can get any of those type of items is by them dropping as loot. Well, I can't do that anymore because of Facepunch's policy. So you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, no big deal. Why do you have to shut Terminus down though? Just take away all those 1,000 things and just let us play with the bare minimum base items, right? I can't do that either. The reason I can't do that either is I would have to rework all the loot tables. Remember what I said? There's about 200 different loot tables, and each loot table has about 1,000 items I have to configure. The reason I can't do that, and again, you're probably like, well, just remove the stuff and then just leave it like it is. I can't, because the rarity is based on what the pool of choices are. That's a dumb way to phrase that. The rarity is based on the amount of things it can choose from when it's rolling, RNG for a loot drop. I'll give you an example. We'll make it real simple with just a few items. Let's say I make a loot table for an elite crate, and I put, I put a M249, some C4, and then I want those things to be nice and rare. So then I add, burlap head wrap and all these other extra items to make them, because that way there's like always a chance of getting shit loot too. So that otherwise you would always get the M249 and the C4, right? Well, the loot tables in Terminus, all 200,000 of them have been balanced with all those items specifically. Like we had spreadsheets and everything when we made those loot tables. If I take away all the DLC items like they want us to do, now the loot tables in Terminus are going to be all fucked up and unbalanced because, again, all those extra items are now gone, so you're always going to get the other things. Yes, each item has a drop percentage based on that. Yeah, correct. So anyway, long story short, so I don't keep rambling, is what Facepunch is doing is going to destroy Terminus. Period. Sucks. It's my baby. I've kept it going for all these years, but there's nothing I can do. This is what Facepunch decided to do to us, so there's nothing I can do about it. Honestly, if I was Facepunch, I would have made the policy that no server can sell their DLC items and stuff for cash or anything like that, because that's what most PvE servers out there are doing, including our big competitions. They're a bunch of shady motherfuckers that are charging people real life money for something that they don't own, which is the DLC content. We don't do that. Everything on our servers that you can obtain with real life money, you can obtain for free, and it will always remain that way. But it's just nothing I can do about it. So what I am going to do with that slot, though, I'm not getting rid of that slot where Terminus was, and I don't need an extra test server. So what I was thinking about doing is I'm gonna I'm probably gonna it's not gonna be in time for Force Wipe, by the way, because I still gotta bring every plugin into compliance with this stupid new thing. So sometime after Force Wipe, I'm thinking like Zombieland Hardcore. And when I say Zombieland Hardcore, I mean still PvE, still our same stuff and same plugin. But what I mean by hardcore is a few little changes. I want to put Rust back to the old way. By the way, just for anybody who hasn't paid a lot of attention, I'm just discussing like a side server. This isn't for the main servers. I want to put Rust back to the old way, where you I don't know how many people played Rust years ago, but you used to have to just find items and then research them in a research bench. They didn't have this stupid tech tree where you could just, oh, look, I got a ton of scrap. I can unlock the whole fucking game right now. It wasn't like that. Like you have to find something before you can research it. And it was really cool back then. Like, on wipe day, everybody's like, anybody found a ladder hatch yet? Or, anybody found a garage door yet so I can research it and get the blueprint? Or I'll pay you, this for an AK so I can research it, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of more fun back then because it really felt like a scavenging type game and a survival type game because you were out there looking for shit, trying to find it. On top of that, I would also put like our zombie hordes back to their natural state. For those that are new here, these zombie hordes that you were so scared of, they're not shit. They are nothing compared to what our zombie hordes normally are like. Normally our zombie hordes are fucking brutal. They are just a death wish. Right now they're a joke. You can just backpedal and kill them. So I'd put the zombie hordes back to normal, stuff like that. So I'd put everything, just make everything hard again like it used to be in my vision. So basically this is going to sound conceited or selfish, but basically the hardcore server would just be like if T could put his servers back to the original way he had them, this is what they would look like. That's what that little side server would be. That's just my vision of what I like Rust to be, basically. Yeah, 7 days in Rust, basically, exactly. So that'll be like my little what was that?
Challenging.
Yeah. That would be my little side project. It won't work. I'll play it for sure myself. Absolutely. I'm sure I can get a couple admins to play with me too. But yeah, I know how it is. The players will play it a little bit. It's too fucking hard, and they'll quit. So yes, it is what it is. But whatever. Same thing as having Terminus with 3 people on it, right? Because we found that the number one reason that we keep losing players to other servers is because the other servers are much easier, which sucks. But whatever. It is what it is. Ours are so easy now compared to the way they used to be. It's insane. In the wipe schedule for that, originally I was thinking like monthly, but then I was like, I'll just make it like the 9 to 12 like everything else, right? Why not? You know what I was really thinking, and this would be cool, is I was thinking like the 9 to do the 9 to 12, and you could have, obviously your skills carry over and stuff like that, like they do on the other servers. But I had some other things in mind. We'll talk about it at another time. I'll make like a town hall discussion or some shit like that if you guys have any kind of cool ideas, because I can't even focus on this until after Force Wipe. I got too much work to do. So anyway, moving on. That's the Terminus topic. So Terminus will most likely not be booting on Force Wipe. I am very sorry. If anybody knows me, They know that this hurts me a lot because I love Terminus. So, moving on. The next thing, all right, if you don't have my stream open, you might want to do that now because the next thing is I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Yeah, I was just crying there, man. I love fucking Terminus, dude. Hey, yeah, if your husband will play, that'd be awesome. All right, let me. I guess I'm gonna switch the stream over to Rust. By the way, admins, make sure you start getting everybody flagged and get everything ready for the test.
We have been.
I will not be attending any longer.
Why?
I'll talk to you later about it. I'm literally in a manner of speaking banned from playing Rust currently.
What? Oh, because you can't join Steam?
Something like that. Yeah.
All right.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
Those hacks finally caught up with you.
Fucking A, he did it.
While I figure it out, I'm talking to Trigger, but I'll be there. This is the dumbest thing.
Make sure you guys get these guys flagged, whoever's going to volunteer for this, so we can.
Yeah, anybody who's joined the server or attempted to join has been flagged so far.
The first thing I'm showcasing.
I can get your stuff then.
Yeah, the first thing I'm showcasing is not what we're about to do with the battle, but this shouldn't be too long. So, matter of fact, I probably should have put something down first to get this going. Let me see if I can slap something down real quick.
No, Purgatory Nint is not back banned.
I actually don't know the verbiage to explain what this is.
Being speechless? What the hell's going on?
Right?
I don't know how to fix this, but I will figure it out.
Sorry, I'm logging in.
Yeah, I've never seen that one before, Nint.
I know, right? Like, what? What am I supposed to do? I'll figure it out.
You know, I've been doing this for 7 years now. One of these years, because I tell her probably 3 times in the day leading up to it, one of these years my wife is going to remember when I'm in a server meeting. Just called my phone. I'm like, server meeting. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was today. Like, I literally told you like 3 times before you left. 7 years. I've been doing this. No, I know. She won't. She won't. Did I switch my stream over to...
Looks like Twitch. Yeah, looks like loading twist drops or something right now on your screen. Hang on, I gotta load it. There it is. Yeah, you're spawning world right now.
Oh, I'm spawning it all right.
I bet you are. So yeah, T wants to test a thing that's being added. So if you do want to join, you can either put in your screen name, your in-game name in the chat here, or you can attempt to join the test 1 server, and we can flag you after you join. And then you'll get kicked, and then you just rejoin. But T said, even if 30 players join, this is definitely going to be an interesting test.
There's going to be a lot of death.
Oh, yeah.
Every time that one thing happens, I get Metallica 1 stuck in my head. I love it. I already got it stuck in my head and it hasn't even happened yet. And whoever's watching my stream, you're going to get I'm probably going to be up in the sky watching so that you guys can all see like the battle. No, it's just chaos. We're not fighting each other. There's no PvP. All right, so the first thing I wanted to show, I'm in the game now. I do have Discord on my other screen so I can see you guys talking to me. If you have my stream up, you might want to just mute it. It'll look weird because my stream will be a little bit behind my voice. But that way you don't hear like an echo or some shit like that. So let me slap down something real quick here. Sorry, I should have probably done this ahead of time so I was prepared, but I didn't think about it. So I'm going to cheat and slap it down using some admin tools here. Make it quicker. All right. Give me 1 second. Just got to build a tiny little base here. You can see my Uber building skills. as I can. All right, this is my Uber base. You guys like it? Pretty cool, huh? You'd want to live there, right? Hopefully I made it big enough for what I got to do. All right, so let's see if this works. And I mean works because I don't know if I built this base big enough, but we'll find out. Ah, not large enough. I need more foundations. Hold on. I knew it wasn't going to be big enough. Giggity. All right, so let's try it again. So I don't know if a lot of you know we have this feature, but we spent thousands of dollars developing this plugin many, many years ago. And literally everybody I talk to is always like, what? I didn't know that was a thing. I've even had admins tell me that before. If you go to the second page of raid bases, oh wait, yep, it is on the second page right here. Converting your base. Gather the following components, blah, blah, blah. It's really easy. Runestone uses byte and /s. And you read the rest of the requirements right here because it does have different requirements and stuff like that. Oops, I didn't mean to click that button. Anyway, converting your base, right? There it is right there. So the reason it has you do it twice is to verify you want to do this because, you know, essentially it's going to be destroying your base eventually. There you go. Starting a raid. Notice it just put code locks on all these boxes. It changed the skins of stuff. It did everything. It did all that stuff, right? It just populated my empty boxes with loot, with raid-based loot. What the plugin does is it gauges the difficulty of your base based on a lot of things. You know, obviously how many foundations and walls and doors and boxes and shit like that. Easy, medium, hard, whatever. Then it pulls from those loot tables to populate any empty containers in your base. If you have a container with items already in it, it will not populate that box. The reason being is it wants you to be able to defend your base. And anyway, the name of the game here is to defend your base from raiders. But basically, you zoom out of my body here. PvP bubble. I just turned my base into a PvP raid. It is just like a regular PvP raid. As people raid it, you know, that little 45-minute timer will go back up again. Full PvP, just like all the other PvP raids. I need to change. It used to be RP. I need to change it over to Zeds. You earn more and more and more for the longer amount of time you can keep your base alive. That's not working at the moment because we switched to Zeds. I'll get that fixed. I honestly didn't get it fixed yet because nobody ever uses this. But anyway, I noticed a lot of players lately like, oh, I wish there was more PvP raids, or I wish there was more PvP this and that on a PvE server, which doesn't make sense. But I mean, we spent thousands on this plugin. This is a plugin that was developed for us, by us, like with our money. Well, technically your money. And nobody ever uses it. The cool thing is this plugin is so dynamic that even the admins can use it. It literally strips their admin rank completely. Like they literally lose all their powers. They can't do shit until they step outside the bubble. Then they can. So it's a really cool plugin that nobody ever uses. So anyway, I just wanted people to see that. I had a lot of people tell me that they had no clue that that was even a thing. So I just want to show it off real quick. That's literally it. When the raid is done, it'll despawn like normal PvP raids goes. So if you ever get bored in a wipe or you have a ton of loot, dude, you can just build some of these. You just get bored, go build them. Even if you just build a trap one, like a funny trap base, and convert it to PvP, and then leave. You don't even have to stand there to defend it if you don't want to. So this is definitely a thing. If you got, I'm not reading Discord, by the way, because I'm getting ready to demo the next thing. But if you have questions about this, just let me know during the Q&A, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. So with that said, do we got everybody flagged? Are we ready to get going with this test?
Still going through it. Is there a Dark Magician in the chat right now?
That should be one of the new players that I saw yesterday. I don't know if they're actually in.
I'm just wondering because they joined the test too, and I need to flag them if they want to stay.
All right. Well, we got to get everybody here. Let's all meet at town. For those that are just watching, we have actually 2. Well, technically there's 3, but one of them you're going to see while we're doing the other one. We have 3 new things we're adding to the servers for the Force Wipe, and they're pretty incredible. So I'm hoping you guys like all this stuff. Oh, by the way, there's a new map that I'm working on right here. You can see it. I'll be more than happy to do a map showcase at the end of the meeting like I normally do. I'll wait till after we show the new content because a lot of people are just here for that. There's everybody in town.
When do you guys post the client connect to the test server?
Oh, yeah.
In the chat, please. I appreciate it.
I was looking
Oh,
for it.
Boop's
but
got
I
it.
didn't
Thank
see
you,
it.
Boop.
Because I think Boop already posted it.
Yep, there's the client.connect. All right. So everybody get in here. To the people in here. Oh, you know what, Trigger? Should I go make a...
You already have a warp there.
Okay, perfect.
Template.
Yeah, okay. So people in town here. What the hell is that? Just writing love notes. People in town here, your kit that you're going to use for this test is just /kit space testing. And it looks like you have someone that got booted in the Discord chat there.
Yeah, that was Dark Magic or Magician. I don't know if they're actually here, if they just joined test by mistake. That's why I was asking.
If you type /kit space testing, you got to clear your inventory first. So you might want to do strip. But kit space testing is how you're going to fight this battle. You might want to have that command in your clipboard so you can just paste it back down after you die and come back, because you are going to die and you are going to come back and you're going to want your kit really quickly because you're going to probably die again very quickly and over and over and over.
Lots of dying.
Oh, not strippy. So the command right here is how you can just clear your inventory real fast.
What's stripping? I've never seen that.
Yeah,
one.
it's not strippy.
Are you trying to make a document?
Yes. And that clippy. And that's how you get the kit.
I'll be back.
All right. I'm going to start forming a team so we can show off this content to everybody. If you are not in the team when I'm done, just let me know and I'll get you invited. Actually, you know what? One of you admins make the team. I'm leaving it. Because I'm going to be up in the sky watching the battle so everybody can watch it. I don't want a bunch of green dots everywhere when I'm watching because I'll try to get some good footage of it too. I didn't want a bunch of green dots everywhere. So Trigger or somebody, if you want to, or Nola, form the team. Got to get Boop some footage.
My rest crashed. I'm reloading.
There's a party in town. Anybody want to go to jail? Anybody in the mood to go to jail? Huh? You want to go to jail?
Jail?
Do it.
Somebody to jail. Where's Kenjiro? It's easier to type than Kyo's name.
All you gotta type is Kyo.
You got the weird stuff at the end of it.
You don't need to type it, it'll work, trust me.
Hey, Kenjiro's in jail.
Looks like the real deal needs an invite.
I don't know who's got the team.
He's
Yeah, I
next
got
to
it.
me. He's next to me.
Keep in mind the team will. He has an invite.
I just realized I was invisible this whole time. Story of my life. You can tell where the testing is going to take place because I have a fucking death marker.
Make the team bigger. The team limit bigger.
Oh, I can change it right now. Here.
Yep.
I can change it dynamically. There you go.
Thank you. Let's see who I'm missing.
All right, we got everybody. We ready to start testing here?
Nomad, are you in a team? There we go.
Boob's not in the team either.
Boop and Black Coffee are not on the team.
I just invited Black Coffee.
Boob's to your left.
All right, I just gave unlimited teleporting to everybody, so everybody should have plenty of warps and shit.
Okay, I think that's everybody on the team.
Next wipe is Force Wipe, August 7th. I don't know. When you see this content, you may not come back because she's gonna be painful.
Alright, Groot, you should be good to load back in. If it kicks you, I gave you the flag.
Yeah, I gave Dark Magician the flag as well.
Validating files.
Well, while we're waiting for these guys to get their shit together, here is some of the new map you can see for now.
So when you get into the server, warp to town. We'll get you on team and then we'll get this going.
Your shits is together, Boop. That's good.
Alright, Eagle Eye, I'm gonna give you the flag.
I said what I said.
Eagle Eye, you should be good to join back.
He's already on. I don't know if it'll kick him in time though.
I mean, it kicked Groot, so I'm just gonna assume it's gonna do the same. Yep.
I meant to do that. Are we waiting on somebody, or what we got going on here?
Yeah, there's a couple more people joining.
Yeah, a couple more.
Y'all act like this is hard content or something.
Right?
You know, one of my favorite sayings is there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but sometimes it's a fucking train.
I'm up and back on to test. I had to go to 3x for a minute.
I'm just flying around waiting.
Run to tacos, you are flagged and good to rejoin.
That's what tacos.
Alright, we're called that's it for now. So whoever has the flag can join and then we'll just... Can't wait for anybody else.
Yeah, we gotta get
Whoever's
going.
in the middle of joining is joining.
And we have multiple things to showcase here. We have 2 different things that we're going to be fighting, so. And we're losing viewers quick. Nobody wants to see me flying down a tunnel.
Joining server.
So should I spawn a Chinook and start
Nah.
people somewhere?
Actually made it pretty far flying down this damn tunnel. Who needs trains?
Alright, Groot, you have a team invite. If you don't have a kit, first strip all your stuff. So at/at.strip and then /kit space testing. Alright, can we stop with the boom for a minute? Sent you a team invite group.
I'm about to go solo this damn content if we don't hurry up.
Kenji and I are
Get
on
the
the island.
chappy ego.
You and Chappie are gonna get smoked.
Oh, no, I'm at my team limit again, T.
Do you have 20 already?
Apparently. Well, there's how many on server right now?
23.
24.
Fucking test server is the most populated server.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's do this. We gotta get going.
Alright, just waiting for Call Me to reload and Eagle Eye to reload, and then we're good.
Let's get the
Hey.
test server to queue.
Yeah, you guys can just start without me. It's all good.
You can still join in and just join in.
Yeah.
Don't forget we're testing 2 different things of content.
Alright. I guess we're ready then. We got a pretty good group.
All right. So everybody, there's a warp called Temp.
Jesus, about 8 of us just spawned inside each other. That was disgusting. I need a shower.
And
Giggity.
Struggle cuddle.
so yeah, just go to that warp
Whoa.
and it's time to fight.
Now, when and if when you die, make sure you do the AT dot strip and then call your kid in again, then warp back. Notice I said when, not if.
No, the if part is for me.
No, the win is for you.
Nah.
Ready to fight when you are. Go ahead. Go fight.
All right,
Have fun.
go find.
Let's go.
Hi ho, Silver.
Yippee!
Y'all are so dead.
I had to remember to turn my god off. Why do
Oh,
I
we're
feel like
gonna
I'm
die.
bait? Oh, yep, died.
Oh!
I like got to it and instantly died.
Oh, somebody got the chair.
No.
Oh, that one.
Jesus.
Whoa,
Look at all the
Wow.
death. Did he wipe everybody? Jesus.
I think everyone except for me.
Christ.
That one hurt. I just saw my bars go red.
I just saw the whole chat feed like get filled with deaths.
Yeah.
God, dude.
$80%
At
of the way.
least-
I haven't even
least it's
seen
turning
what I'm
night.
trying to kill.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
He just did his fan of flame.
Where'd he go? Not because of the orange, I can't see him. Oh shit, found him. Well, he found me.
God.
Jesus.
He's pushing our rock. He's pushing our rock.
I can't even see him anymore.
I can't either. Oh, he's got to be right there because that ring. Yep, he's in the fire. Holy shit, he's getting mad, dude. The more mad he gets, the more shit he does.
Save you. I'll save you.
But who will save you?
Damn, he teleported somebody to himself and did a fan of flames right after that.
Oh, no.
God, look at all the fire.
I don't even see what I'm supposed to be attacking.
It's because there's so much fire. He's right in the middle of the fire. Somebody just shot a rocket right at him. Well, he's getting mad as hell though. He keeps doing that fan of flame. There it is. He's dead.
Yay, we did it, team.
Damn,
Who had the
Chappie.
most damage?
Chappie way out front.
And he dropped a legendary item, Steve's diamond pick.
My FPS can finally go up.
I can breathe.
So that's the first piece of content we have coming out. I hand coded probably a dozen or so magic abilities into that boss for you guys' pleasure. My favorite is probably the Fan of Flames. You want to see?
Nice
It's all the
chair.
bodies it created.
You want to see me do my own Fan of Flames for my own body real quick? Look at that. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Christ. Love that shit. See me my new admin nuke. Just nuke the whole server.
That thing goes
Alright.
far.
We have another piece of content to test. So don't take off yet. We have another piece of content to test. And actually, I don't know if this next one is harder or easier than that.
Do you want to leave at nighttime or daytime?
Oh, it'll be daytime in a moment. I'm gonna have to start the next one and then find a place to make a warp real quick so everybody can come up there.
Probably not near that FPS trap.
So the next piece of content that you guys are gonna get killed with. Just give me a second, I'll make a warp to the next one. Everybody get yourselves cleared up, get your kits ready. The next piece of content is not easy either. By the way, the legendary item that you guys just looted, that was the third plugin that we're doing. We're working on these legendary items. They're gonna be extremely rare, but they have extremely high bonuses on them. I mean, there's like one of them that's got like a 15 or 20% uncanny dodge or some shit like that, like a bunch of different insane things. We've designed I think like probably 20 of them now, and we're gonna keep designing more legendary items. All right, I'm gonna make a warp real. All right, your warp is temp 2. And the content is coming from your southwest. Well, yeah, southwest. If you go west through the woods, you'll pretty much go right to them. Or if you follow them railroad track.
Woods we go.
You can see them on the map. How about that? You see those vehicles on the map? To your southwest? That's what you want to go attack. If it's canceling, you're probably hot, cold, or hungry.
Oh, it's going away from us, so don't go through Radtown.
Oh yeah, just cut west. Just cut west. It's literally going down that road to the west. If you just cut straight through the woods west. I guess I could make the warp further up the road there. Oh, just warp to Heli Tower. You'll be right at it. If you go to Heli Tower, you'll be right at it, almost. You better hurry, because they're heading that way.
It also depends on parties.
Oh, there we go. Somebody's fighting it.
What the hell was that? Is that the heli coming?
I would say this event is way harder at the beginning, but easier towards the end versus the boss fight, which gets progressively worse.
Yeah.
Who's got party lead?
What?
Who's party leader?
I am.
Okay.
Oof.
Fucking smoke is ruthless.
Oh shit.
That didn't go as planned.
So while you guys are
The second truck in the convoy.
while you guys are fighting for your lives right here, the ice cream truck looking trucks, they're actually vaults and they have a bunch of loot inside of them. If you blow those trucks completely up, you only get half the loot. The same goes with the cars and stuff like that. You only get half the loot if you blow the vehicle up. Obviously not the Bradleys and the Helis that you can blow them up. Those vault trucks have a door on the back that you can blow with like a satchel or something to get the loot, the full loot out of there.
Oh fuck. That's jump mode.
There's only one NPC and 2 loot crates left. Pick up Morty! Pick up Morty, don't leave her! You guys just ran right past her.
Thank you.
God. No chivalry left anymore. There you go, you guys completed the event. So this event is actually coded with the wipe in mind. So like early in the wipe, like the first day, it's a super easy one. Like we're talking like a couple guys on motorcycles with some loot crates. Obviously the loot scales with the difficulty. By the time you get like 72 hours into a wipe, there's a chance for this kind of shit to spawn. Which this is obviously the highest tier. I wasn't going to spawn a medium one on you. So this is the highest tier that this goes. And it'll be random. But as the wipe goes, the more difficult ones unlock and can start spawning like this. And I actually think I'm probably going to put legendary item drop in this too. I'm trying to reserve the legendary item drops for like the super hard content.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Where are y'all still fighting?
Not like it matters, but I am back.
What happened? Did you get your stuff fixed?
No, dude, I don't know, man. I'm currently unable to access anything Steam related because they thought I suspiciously and maliciously upvoted on the.
On the what?
I like upvoted that and commented on it, and they have now blocked my account for suspicious activity, and I cannot access anything Steam related until they believe that I am a real person again.
What did you upvote on?
The Forgotten Legends Steam.
And they
garage
flagged
door.
you for upvoting that? That's pretty sad.
Yeah, that, and I it may or may not have been because, like, you know, you can use, and I have no idea how it works, but the little Steam points things to like get
Yeah.
the little badges for it.
Yeah.
I may have clicked on every single one of those.
That's why. That's pretty sad though that they do that kind of shit.
Yeah, so
All the other bots.
I literally can't access anything through Steam. I am rejected from anything Steam until they decide that I'm not a malicious user. So
That's ridiculous.
I,
Alright.
like, yeah.
That sucks. So back to the meeting. We're gonna move on to the Q&A real quick now. Yeah, we got a footage channel. You can upload all kinds of footage in there. I'm gonna move on to the Q&A so we can get this done with and get everybody their prizes. The demo part of this is over. I'll leave myself in server so that I can do a map preview when we're giving out prizes. So I'm switching the stream back to Discord. Everybody can go ahead and take off out of the test server.
Thank you for the help.
Well, is that the real Mac Lear? No way. All right, back in the Discord. It is Mac. Look at that. It's about damn time you come around, Mac. How you been, bud? All right, so moving back to the Discord side of the server meeting. Those are the new contents. Basically, the big boss fight. And he is a guaranteed legendary item drop, by the way. Obviously, the other new plugin would be the legendary items, and like I said, I've got about a dozen or probably about 20 of them designed already. They're really cool, like really cool. Some of them are nasty. Like there's one that's got like I think it's the M249 that's got like plus 25% heli damage, plus 25% Bradley damage, all this other shit. Like they're nasty. They're really nasty. These legendary items. I'm actually trying to think of a way I can code legendary items to carry over from wipe to wipe, except for force wipes. I haven't done that yet. I haven't even mentioned that to the staff yet. So maybe they pull me to the side later and be like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And maybe I change my mind. But for now, I thought to myself the other night in bed, I was like, I'm going to see if I can make legendary items carry over. Just a legendary item, nothing else. So that'd be kind of cool. Like, I think if you bust your ass and kill that boss to get one legendary item, I think you should be able to use it for a while, you know? Seems kind of cool to me. So
I would say that makes it like actually worth it.
if it's
Going
actually
through that pain, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah, but you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ultimately, it's a video game. The worth comes to the fact of just entertainment and the fact that you can say you beat it. But it'd be cool if you can carry your legendary item over to the next wipe. That'd be kind of cool. There will be a stat for the boss. I'll put on the new stats plugin we use. I will make a new category for like the boss. I may even make a category for his henchmen. I may even make a category for how many times he did a special ability to you. I don't know if you guys saw all those special abilities he was doing. But I made quite a few of them. Some of the ones off the top of my head is, well, actually, off the top of my head,
Did I see a ball of electricity go by?
So I'm going to describe all the abilities. I don't want to bore everybody tonight, but I don't know. I figure people might like to hear what all I got him doing. So the abilities he had. He can pop smoke, obviously. He can do a rocket rain, which you saw, that big ring of rockets that fall out of the sky. There's also a fire version of it that drops a bunch of incense rockets out of the sky. And then there's also a napalm version that drops like heli napalm rockets out of the sky. And if you didn't notice, those rings can be different diameters. So sometimes they're close, sometimes they're medium, sometimes they're far. It's to try to disrupt you guys and get you guys moving around. By the way, every ability has, configurable cooldowns and all that kind of stuff too, how often he can do them. He can't just keep spamming everything. Some of the stronger abilities have longer cooldowns before he can do it to somebody again. He has a teleport player. He can literally just get over here and bring you to himself. That way, if somebody finds a good perch or something where they can't be harmed, but they can harm him, it ain't gonna last long because he'll teleport you. He has a spikes ability where he summons wooden spikes out of the ground under your feet. I'm sure some of y'all saw that. He has a fireball ability where he hits you with a fireball, obviously. He has the metal shield ability. I'm sure you saw that during the fight or during the stream where he has those 4 metal shields that surround him in a circle. And what those do is those not only block some of the incoming bullets, but they also reflect 25% of the damage done to him back to you. So it's a very good defensive ability. If you see those metal shields, it's probably time to just back off and reload your gun because he's going to reflect some of that damage back at you. He can summon wolves that charge out and attack the players. He can do panthers. He can do tigers. He can do bears. He can do polar bears. He can do crocodiles. He can summon a big gush of toxic water up under your feet. I'm sure some of you saw like this big gush of water come out from under you. That's what that was, and it gave you a shit ton of rads when you did it. He can summon a barricade in front of himself, that wooden barricade. I saw that happen a bunch during the fight. That was him. The cool thing is, the way I coded that one, he actually summons it between you and him, so it's actually facing the correct way and blocking your shots. He can. One of my favorite abilities I did was the snow ability. He basically summons a frozen throne, plants your ass in it, and then makes it fucking drops your temperature to like -90 and starts freezing your ass. Obviously, you can jump out of the chair and get the fuck out of there, but you're definitely gonna be freezing. Did anybody in that battle? Did it suddenly go nighttime for you? Like anybody?
Yes, me.
Okay. He has an ability. This is one of my favorite ones. This is really hard to program too. He can actually make it midnight for one of you. He just basically summons darkness on you, but it's just for you. Like to everybody else, it's just normal time of day, but to you, it suddenly is like midnight in game and you can't see shit. And that all these abilities last for a set amount of time, a random amount of time, but there's like a minimum and a maximum amount of time. He has an ability I call Scorpion, where he literally harpoons your ass and drags you across the ground to him. He has a fan napalm out and a fan napalm in. That was that fan of flames that you saw, where he's just like boom, 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 and just spreads and spreads and spreads and gets wider and wider. He has a spiral of flames, which is similar to the fan of flames, except this one he does one at a time and just goes in a circle around him, and it slowly gets wider and wider. So it's like a big spiral, just bam, bam, bam in a circle. He can randomly summon bear traps around you, and he can do chain lightning. And the chain lightning goes from him. The first person it hits does a shit ton of damage. It bounces to another person and does 25% less damage. Bounces to another, does 25% less. Bounces back until there's no more damage. And that would be the chain lightning thing that you saw. So those are all the abilities I coded in him so far. He's going to have more eventually, but right now, that was plenty. And I think that's it with the boss. More, yeah. And then obviously the that convoy thing, I already described that, how it gets stronger and stronger as the wipe goes on. But it's pretty fun too. So we're going to move on to the Q&A so we can get the show on the road here. Who, admin-wise, is going to handle the stage?
Nola.
Nola got it? All right. If you wanna ask a question, make a comment, give us your feedback, or just tell us to go fuck ourselves, you can click the little request to speak button. It's at the top right of your Discord window there. And I would give anything to have Mac back. But just click up there to request to speak. It'll put you in a queue. Nola will call on you and let you ask your question or give your feedback or whatever. And then we'll move on to the next. And
all right, first up we have Nomad.
let me pause you real quick. While I see like the first one is somebody that knows a lot about the server, I'm going to step away for 2 seconds real quick, and then I'll be right back if you guys can handle Nomad's question. Unless it really needs me, then just grab me when I get right back. I'll be right back.
I'll grab you.
What's up, Nomad?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hey.
Hey, I was just curious. I've stepped away for a while from Zombieland, but I was just wondering
Welcome back.
Thank you, I appreciate it. With that being said, are we able to put any kind of indicator for what perks the item might have in a vending machine by any chance? Like, is there any way to do that? For the enchanted items?
I don't. That really is a T question. I don't know that would be possible just because the UI of the vending machine isn't going to talk to the enchant plugin.
Well, I didn't know if it was the vending machine only or like even the market itself would like, give like a stat on the item or whatnot if you tried to click on it kind of thing. So I didn't know if that was something that y'all could have out there just so that way you can be like throwing a pickaxe on there, but not, you could throw it on the actual market rather than actually have to communicate directly with the player. Not saying it's a big deal, but just curious.
Yeah, we had enchanted items in the shop for a while, but it was always problematic, so they were disabled. I would imagine vending machines probably are going to run into a similar issue.
I'm back, by the way.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Just in case your answer may differ, he was asking about enchanted items in vending machines and the ability to see what the enchantment is of the item prior to purchase.
Yeah, I doubt that'll work because vending machines. I mean, you got to remember, an enchantment is really just a piece of research paper with a fucking skin on it and the name changed. And then there's some metadata in the item itself that players never see. That's how the plugin knows what type of enchantment it is. But as far as Rust is concerned, it doesn't see it as anything other than a piece of research paper.
So, and a quick second question is, with the idea of just being able to carry over a boosted item or enchanted or however you want to put it, would that mean that it would lock onto the player that it receives first, so that way it carries over with that being tagged to the profile of that player?
Yeah, yeah, I would have to definitely lock it to the person somehow, because I'm gonna have to do this all programmatically. Like I'll have to figure out a way to code this. And what it's really gonna do, like let's face it, it's not gonna actually carry over. What it's really gonna do is it's gonna just remember that you have that item, and then when the server wipes and boots back up, it's gonna remember to give you that item again, if that makes sense. Because
So
there's no actual way to carry it.
Be in your profile, I mean your inventory or something to identify that's connected to you.
Yeah, and well, and it wouldn't even be technically your. I don't know, man. I literally have to code this.
I'll just
If I can get it to work, yeah. But I mean, this was like a shower thought, a couple days ago, and I'm like, I bet I could do that.
Well, I appreciate the info. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Mama Bruns is here.
All right,
What?
Up next, we have another new player, Mac Lear.
For those who don't know, this is an old school admin, man, from years and years past.
What up, guys?
That I've had the pleasure of hanging out with in real life too. So what's going on, man?
Not much, man.
My wife was asking. About you the other day, dude. Whatever happened to that guy we were hanging out with? I'm like, I don't know what this fuck he's been doing.
Yeah, just been getting that itch to play again. Glad to see you still running it.
Good time, because there's a lot of weird shit going on around here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fully relearn. Like it is so different just from looking at stuff than what it was when I was here, man.
Yes, sir.
But y'all gonna have to deal with my ass this month.
I love it
for the force wipe.
I fucking love it. That's great.
Good to have you, man.
3 years here, and I've seen your name at a raid base, but I've never gotten to say hello.
Well, I mean, he's in the admin Discord. So for those who don't know, player wise, we have what's called a retirement role. If you've been an admin for more than 6 months and you're in good standing, you can choose to just go into a retirement role, which means you get to stay in the admin Discord. You don't see all the tickets and all the other bullshit, but you at least get to chit chat with us. So he's still in the fucking Discord.
Yeah, I just don't ever chit chat.
Anyways, good to see you, man. We miss you.
Yeah, I've been missing y'all too, so I'll be around. I'm gonna try and stick around, play for probably a few force wipes, and annoy y'all as much as I can.
Fuck yeah, let's do it, man.
Hell yeah.
Good to see you. Bud.
Yep. All right, catch y'all
Later, dude.
Before we get to the next question, can the admin start spreading out to different servers?
Oh yeah, good.
All right, up next we have Eagle Eye, and I don't have anyone behind Eagle, so if you do have a question, please hop in the queue right now. If you don't have a microphone, go ahead and hop in the queue, type out your question, and when we pull you on stage, go ahead and paste it or hit enter in chat. We're happy to answer questions via chat as well. Just need you to join stage so we can do it in order. All right. Pulling in Eagle Eye.
What up, guys? You hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Eagle, how are you?
Crazy busy. But
He finally made those
no,
rugs, man.
yeah, I know, I saw, but not all of them, and I even called him out on it. He can contest to that.
I'll get him.
But no, I wanted to say it's amazing to see how far, how much has changed in Zombieland in just a couple months since we haven't been able to get on and play as much. I mean, we're trying to get back in here and there. It'll be a little easier after this weekend because 3, days in a row, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., and that's just on-site time. That doesn't include travel or anything else. It's gonna be a little crazy, but it's just, I was glad to see you got a few more admins in here helping you out, and anyone who's newer to the server, wonderful place. Been here for years, absolutely amazing community. I mean, everyone takes care of each other, and if there's ever a problem that arises, I mean, it gets taken care of properly.
Amen. It's good to see y'all again, and especially since you got one of my best map testers with you there. So good to have y'all around.
There. We're getting back soon. We're trying.
I know. Real quick, you want to give yourself a shout out? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it right now in the meeting, man. You got it live.
So this weekend in Granite City, Illinois, at the Route 66 Flea Market, Hope and I, or Mama Bruns, a lot of people know her, are actually co-hosting a fundraiser event for autism and veterans. I will actually post the link in the chat to the website so you guys can check out the information on it. But it's basically like a mini Renaissance fair meets 10th Kingdom. Whole bunch of dress up. We've got SCA going on out there. I'll be out there doing my live blacksmithing demos, a whole bunch of vendors and food and entertainment. But all proceeds from the event are going to be donated to Illinois Center for Autism and then Advocacy for Veteran Project.
Hell yeah. And sorry I missed you or your DMs earlier. I promised him I would promote that during the meeting, and then the meeting started. I got fucking so involved in it. So there you go. I'm glad you got that out.
Thank you for that, T.
Yeah, man. Well, good to see you, dude. Hope to see you back soon.
All right. We don't have anyone else with their hands raised. Let me take a quick look at chat.
All right. That's all the Q&A. That's easy.
Any questions? So
all right.
Moving on.
So to get your prizes, light up. I guess you guys are doing a town. Is that where y'all doing it?
Yeah, I'm at town on Legacy in the basketball court.
All right, line up at town to get your prizes. You get to choose between Zeds or Rockets. For anybody that wants to see speaking of which, I gotta speak about the map real quick. We're trying something different here. Nint's been bugging me for like damn 6 months to do this. I exaggerate. It's really been more like 6 weeks, but whatever.
Yeah, but
it
now
feels
it's banned, so we can ignore it, right?
Yeah, but it felt like 6
it feels like 6 months when it's Nint because it's very wordy. So he's been bugging me to do this. This took a lot to do. Matter of fact, Mac Lear being here, he's probably gonna shit his pants when I say this out loud. The map that we're working on, the one you just saw us on, is a proc gen map. Dum. Yeah, I told you to say what the fuck. So I'm gonna showcase this to you. So here's the deal on this. So I was looking at something. I remember what I was doing, but I was proc-genning a map. Procedural generation just means that Rust creates the map live. And I went to proc-gen a map, and I saw that it had like twice the entities that me. I've been talking about proc-gens for years. 16K entities or whatever. When I proc-gen it had like 38K, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why would a proc-gen have so many entities? I started flying around it, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of new shit, and Facepunch has actually got the proc-genning down pretty good to where it does a lot of cool things with the map and looks nice. Whereas the map editor, which has not been updated in like 2 fucking years, can't even get rivers and water to behave correctly right now. If you guys haven't noticed that rivers and waters are always fucked up all the time, it's because the map editor, the guy who makes it, is working on his version 2.0, and he's not doing any changes to the 1.0, which sucks because Facepunch is making changes, and the map editor relies on Rust to edit the maps. So long story short, the map editor is in shit right now because of him, even though we pay a monthly fee to use it. Imagine that. So anyway, I saw that, and I was like, well, damn. I was like, let me try this real quick. Nint's been bugging me about doing this anyway, so let me give it a try. So I went in there, and you can fine-tune all the settings on a proc gen. Like, you can literally tell it, I want this percentage of temperate, this percentage of jungle. I want this many lakes. I want this many rivers. I want, these are the monuments I want. You can do all that shit, right? So I tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it and got it to exactly how I wanted it. And honestly, I when I showed it to Trigger, I'm gonna use you, Trigger, because you were the funniest. When I showed it to Trigger, I've known Trigger so many years, I could tell his voice, and I was like, blah 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 blah. Check this out. And Trigger's like, oh yeah, okay. They're like really fucking like, yeah, you can tell he's not into this shit. And then all of a sudden he gets in there and starts looking around and fucking with it because he's one of the leads. He's got to get in there and start testing shit and making shit work right. He's like, I'm really starting to fall for this map, man. He's like all mad now that he's starting to like it.
I believe what I said was I'm so pissed off at how mad I want to be but can't be because the map is pretty decent.
It's actually pretty fucking. Now again, don't get me wrong. It's taking some work, right? So first of all, ProcGen is still ProcGen. Like, they had roads that would just like fucking not meet correctly and stuff like that. But all in all, like the rivers, the terrain and stuff like that, it's actually did a really good job. I was impressed. So then that leads us to the next part is like, well, what about custom monuments and blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking to myself, half the players don't even run custom monuments because they get their ass kicked at them. I was like, we just won't do any at all. And then one of the admins was like, yeah, but we got the quest NPCs and the quest items.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, the knit one. The
yeah, one of them.
And got the quest items, the quest NPCs, and all that shit. So we were like, okay, we'll meet in the middle. And what we did was we put 2 easies, 2 mediums, and 2 hard custom monuments on the map. We put the heli tower, we put town, we went around and fixed up all the roads that ProcGen fucked up because it did fuck up some roads. We went around and touched up some things here and there where we found jank. There's still some jank here and there, but we're like, you know what? Let's pitch this to the players. Let's give it a try and let's see what the players think. If they like it, this was easy. We're talking brand new map in 1 week. It took us, well, maybe 2 weeks if you really count everything. Because, we got to make all the NPCs. We got to do all that shit too. So
we only have 1 map tester.
And we have 1 map tester. Yeah. So
besides stuff.
we went through an entire brand new map basically in a week and a half, 2 weeks total. So if you guys are cool with it and you guys enjoy this map, we could pump these out really quick and do lots of these real quick and easy. I'm going to showcase it now as soon as you guys are done getting your prizes. If anybody wants to see what it looks like, because this isn't for force wipe, by the way. This is for the second wipe. The reason I'm doing it the second wipe is I don't want to we try not to ever put something new on force wipe because then the monthly server is stuck with that shit for the whole month. So if we put this shit on force wipe and there's something wrong or it's terrible or everybody hates it, then they're stuck for a month. Whereas at least if we do it on 3X, it's only stuck for 9 to 12 days. So this will be the second wipe of the month that this goes live, but it is on the test server right now. And I am going to showcase it to you guys if you'd like in my stream while you're getting your prizes and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to see what this turned out to look like, it's actually pretty impressive. Join back into the stream because I see half of you already left. And I'm going to showcase the map while they give out the prizes. The people that are getting the prizes, just line up in town, get your prizes, and then tab back over to the stream when you're done.
Surprisingly, when we went through that map, there wasn't a whole lot to call out.
No. I'm going to leave Discord.
Just that one Dukes of Hazzard track.
Last call for 3X. Nobody's here, so I'll give.
Yeah, I'm on Legacy now. I'm at basketball courts. I'm gonna meet out for this.
All right. So I'm starting the map preview here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stick with. Like it'll be with my voice or whatever. So here's the map. Let me get myself a little mini capture here. I hope you guys like it. I mean, all in all, we would still use our other maps. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like trying to just stop making custom maps, but it just takes so long. It takes months and months and months to even fix up a custom map. To make a new one from scratch can take like 6 months. Whereas I pumped this entire thing out from scratch in literally 2 weeks. What is the prize? The prize is, no, it's not worth it because it doesn't carry over. The prize is Zeds or rockets, but it doesn't carry through the wipe, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter for you, like if you haven't played the wipe, there's no point. So anyway, this is the ProcGen map. One thing I do like is ProcGen does a really good job on beaches. I'm a real big fan of like realistic looking beaches where it's like nice and flat like this. If anybody sees anything or wants me to get a closer look at something or fly by something, just let me know. You see, I got the heli tower.
MacLair said, "Don't forget how easy it was to fuck up a map and make it unplayable."
Oh yeah, big time. You mean like if you click the auto height button on some rocks?
He said, "Yep."
He'll never forget.
Pretty much. The only thing I hate about ProcGen maps is this is the way FacePunch does bridges. I honestly started
They're not
to.
my favorite.
No, I hate them so much. So I started. Oops. I guess I got to keep holding down the throttle button while I'm talking there.
Could just use no clip.
So I started to. I started to delete every single one of these and replace them with a real bridge like that I make. But then I realized one thing. So if I was to break that, you can't have roads go over a bridge. I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you work on maps, you do. These roads right here cannot go over a bridge. The way so when you see a road going over a bridge on one of my maps, I actually just faked it until I made it type thing. You can't actually have a road go over a bridge like that. So if I broke these up and made real bridges, we would lose our ring road and all that stuff. So I wanted to keep that the way it is. ProcGen does a really good job with the river.
Jungle trees.
Yeah, oh, that's another thing. ProcGen includes the actual swinging trees that you can swing on. We cannot do those with the custom maps unless you physically hand place every single one of them, which means you would have to line them up exactly the same distance that they need to be and all that kind of shit. ProcGen does it automatically, so you guys will be able to swing like Tarzan if we stick with this and do this. How do you grab it? Oh, there it is. So that's cool. They do a really good job with rivers and lakes. Come to find out, this entire lake is just one prefab. I never even knew that existed. So that's cool. I can use that in our maps now. The sorry, I was reading chat there. The rivers do a really good job on ProcGen, as you can see. They look really nice and long. Of course, when I did the fine tuning, I told it I wanted big rivers and long rivers. I don't know what you mean by credits, but if you mean RP, yes, RP wipes. And go to the Rust chat channel in our Discord, click the pinned messages, and my most recent pinned message is me literally talking about that exact thing and explaining why it's 1,000 times better now than when it didn't wipe. And every single player that has played at least 1 month with the new RP wiping, which is not new, it's been happening for 2 years now. Every single player that's played like that, even the ones that hated the idea, all agree it's much better this way because everything is cheaper now, and everything you just get flooded with currency now because I don't have to worry about balancing the currency because it wipes. So yes, RP wipe. So much more easy now to get tons and tons and tons of money basically because it doesn't wipe or because it wipes, and I don't care how much you get. And if you want a number that's going to last forever, we have a stats plugin right here. These things don't wipe, and there are tons of them. And you get a custom title, just like way back in the old days. You get a custom title if you're the top of the leaderboard on one of the stats. But all these stats stick around for 6 months. So if you want to aim for a big number like RP, just use the stats. Anyway, back to the map. So yeah, they do a really good job with the rivers. Like, I'm really impressed with this river. I think it looks nice.
Oh, do my favorite part, T.
Is it?
No. I said showcase my favorite part.
Oh, your favorite? What was your favorite part?
One of them, the valley.
Oh yeah, the valleys were really cool. Now I already knew that was a thing.
That new, but
no, they're not new. And actually, I did put one in Atlanta.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, so here it is right there. These valleys are really cool though. I need to put these in more maps now. I wait for the rest of the shit to spawn in. There we go. Yeah, these are really cool looking.
I'm gonna live down there in a little rat hole.
In a little rat hole.
That's me, man. Ask Trigger or Morty. That's me.
Yes, the stats plugin is new. Pretty new. Another cool thing about ProcGen, you'll get a lot of the little random little monuments that we don't usually put on our maps because we like to save all the space we can for raid bases. Yes, I did make some raid-based islands on this map also, so that we do have raids. As you can see, there's raid-based island down there,
And missile silo.
and right there, and then up there, there's another one. I gotta find a way to mark off this boss island so people don't wander onto that shit. They're gonna regret their life choices if they do. Oh, you know what? I still gotta fix that one railroad and that one river mouth. Did you guys put that in the map channel? Because I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed it then because I did not fix
I'm
those.
gonna live next to missile silo.
But anyway, all in all, I think it's pretty cool. What do y'all think? Like player wise, y'all gonna hate us and be like, oh, this bullshit. It ain't custom.
Sorry, I got chatting on Legacy. Last call for Legacy.
I think it actually turned out pretty cool.
It did, and like I said, I hate that I like it.
Yeah, it did take some work, but a lot less work than a full custom.
I think
Again,
my biggest surprise was the water.
yeah, they did a great job with it. Well, yeah, it's because we have to deal with all the problems with water because of the stupid map editor. What's the grid size?
Stuff.
You mean the map? Oh, I made this one to 4,500. I don't know why. I just felt like I wanted to make it a 4,500. So it's 45. Usually we do 4,000. This is a 4,500. A little bit bigger. That way I can squeeze more room in it. Because I knew the proc gens, the problem with proc gens also is they're very like scattered entity heavy, if that makes sense. Like you can, like let me get out of the desert because it's not really that bad in the desert. But like if I go over here, you see all that shit? Like all those things are entities. Like all those things are separate rock formations and boulders and rocks and little. I mean, if I go into the map, you can actually see it. See all the different things are different. All that stuff is different entities. And those can block raid bases from spawning because they're considered like a rock formation or whatever. So I don't use a lot of those. And I knew the proc gen was going to put a lot of those on the map when it proc gened. So I made it a little bit bigger, thinking to myself, maybe it would spread them out some more. That way we have more flat areas for like raid bases and shit like that. So, but as you can see, we integrated some custom monuments in here. That way you guys got all that stuff. I think this will actually turn out pretty good. We put some extra oil rigs. We put some extra underwater labs.
Yeah, thanks for the ping on that one, by the way, T.
Ping on what?
Yeah, the oil rig comment.
Oh, yeah. What is Faceless talking about? The size of the bases get nerfed back when I was playing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. I'm not.
Seems like you have a lot of things you didn't like about our servers, though. So I'm not sure what you mean by size of bases get nerfed.
I remember bases from back then that the bases are still around, so I don't know.
Bases got limited due to play building huge. Oh, players. Oh.
He's talking
about like all the people that use. Yeah, he's talking about like police and bills where the people have these giant ass fucking 6 grid compounds and shit.
Well, so a solo player does not need a 7x7x7 base.
No, they absolutely don't.
And the farming fix that T did, you know, where a light can cover a 5x5 grid and we don't need water for farms, that should have solved a lot of it, but people still don't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who don't understand or know that, you do not need a water source for planters on our servers. Plants do not need water on our servers. And one ceiling light can cover your entire base. So you only need one ceiling light for any planters you have in your base, just one ceiling light. It only goes down, so that wherever you put the ceiling light, it needs to be above the planters, but one ceiling light will cover your entire base just fine with planters. And that's a modification. I'm not trying to tell you that's how you build a farm. I'm telling you that's on our servers. It's custom. Well, then I don't know what you're talking about if you're not talking about player bases.
Are you talking about raid bases being reduced or something?
Raid bases have not been reduced. We have about 300 of them. They're custom, hand-built, and we have not removed any of them. I mean, we've removed like a glitched one or two, but we haven't removed them. We haven't nerfed them. We haven't changed. We haven't done any of that kind of crap. Hell, if anything, they got a loot buff, which they didn't need, but they got one because I got tired of entitled people.
I'm about to say I've seen some of them. I've not seen in a while. Whenever I was raiding, but I've not seen any that's been removed.
Yeah, nothing's
I
been
don't know
removed.
which one he's. I don't know the one that got removed that was glitched. I don't even know which one that was.
There was because we can't use the stability. There was one that relied on like a twig thing breaking and then making the stability to make something else fall down or whatever. So we had to get rid of that. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, I think they did a good job. I really like the jungle in this one too. I try to make it have a lot of jungle because I find the jungle to be more challenging. The animals and it's so dense you can't see what the hell you're doing. Hell, MacLear, I don't even think you've seen jungle yet, have you? It's pretty cool.
Dude,
It turned
that
out.
jungle is creepy as shit in the night.
Oh, it turned out great too.
I love the music. Not the music, but like the sound effects.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, they did a good job with the jungle. I like. Oh yeah, Mac's gonna be in for a shock. First time a fucking cobra or a panther jumps out. What the fuck? Anyway, so this is what we're doing. This is the ProcGen map. Again, I almost threw up in my mouth even saying the word ProcGen. But honestly, I think this will be okay. I hope that we're gonna see what the players say. Basically, we're gonna run it. Second wipe of this coming up force wipe here, and we'll just see what the players say. If they hate it, we just won't do it again. If they like it, we'll do another one like that, and then we can kind of do a mix, you know, of our maps and then quick maps.
Certainly takes the stress off getting maps ready in time.
Yeah, this makes it so much easier. Actually, give me.
We still are looking for good map testers, potential admins, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, we're taking map tester apps, staff app. But yeah, this will take a big burden off our plate with making maps, and it'll give me some time to play Battlefield 6. What?
Visa, Amex, Check, EBT, Cash.
If anybody out there is planning on being a Battlefield 6 player, some of us are definitely going to be there too. Feel free to come join. I got a gaming clan I've been a part of since 1999, and a couple of our guys are gonna get back together here for this Battlefield 6.
Is that like Call of Duty?
No, it's not gay, and it doesn't have cartoons, and it doesn't have stupid cartoon animations and sliding here and sliding there, and unicorn fucking skins for your guns. And no, this is real man shit right here.
It's not gonna be the disappointment of the last one, right?
I hope not. If it is, I'm gonna look like a fucking dumbass. Yeah, the last one was trash.
42.
I love these. Yeah, they don't even have that listed now when they list their Battlefield versions. These Oases are really cool looking. I like these a lot.
I enjoyed 2042.
Oh god, no! You just want to watch the world burn. Yeah, them bridges suck, Mac, but it's just too much trouble to tear them down and make real bridges there. Players will be all right. They try to block off the rivers every time they build anyway.
T, are you still streaming?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I gotta figure it out.
You want to talk some shit about somebody, or what's going on?
No, it's just like a lot of things aren't working right now. So.
Well, usually as you age, your prostate gets enlarged a little bit, and it can affect you.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, bones just start to deteriorate after a certain age.
Right. They make a blue pill. It helps.
your legs don't work like they used to.
Even the third one. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, stream people, server meeting people. I think we are done. Yeah, I can't think of nothing else, right? Who the hell put an NPC on the roof up here? Trigger.
Where?
This guy.
Oh, he's always there.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah.
His poo water too. You see the name? It's poo water.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All
right.
Welcome to Project Grease, bitches.
So I guess that's it. See you all at Force Wipe, getting your ass kicked by the road convoy and the boss with magical abilities. Haha, suckers. On that note, I'm going to end this.